That's because she can. Can I do her? I've got it.
Stop on your head.
Our next speaker is an international architect and planner. Chris Miles created many icons in Central Florida, including the design of the City Wall, SeaWorld Shannon Stadium. He designed projects in Japan, India, Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Today, his firm Lighthouse Creative is a consultancy involved in city renovation. Chris joined Winter Park Toastmasters in 1982.
Whoa.
And has given hundreds of speeches. Oh, we'll say it. Today's speech is entitled Accents of Britain. Please give a warm welcome to CTM Chris Miles.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Hey, Chris.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy. Those of you who do not know me might imagine that I got off the boat yesterday. Well, contrary to that, I'm a pretty elusive kind of guy. I basically turned coat years and years ago. So I'm an American, but accents define me, and accents define all of you. And so I wonder how many of you have been in Britain? How many of you, hands up? Quite a lot. So I thought today I'd bring to you some of the voices that you will never hear here unless you hang around in Virgin MCO. These accents are very peculiar because people in Britain never moved around, obviously, until the car or the train. People were basically stuck in one place. And so if you can imagine Britain as a kind of rectangle, I want you to imagine a line that runs north-south, right down the middle, and one which cuts across the country halfway up. And so there are four quarters, and within those four quarters are quite different rural accents and city accents. So I'm going to start with a couple of changes. You will notice that I say rather than rather. Most of you say rather, but in the south of England you say rather. Now, it's the accents, the rural accents, that are incomprehensible. And I had an American friend of mine visit England, and he said, I just don't understand anything anybody says at all. I thought we were speaking the same language. Some light open, some lights on my erect line side 2-inch old grass drive. I tell our to the church the other day, to this stone statue was defaced by Oliver Cromwell at the time of the Revelation before the Vikings came. What that to laugh, because we creeps in the night and sharps our sickles and baggonets on this old statue. Reckon that's the finest bit of sharpest stone in Hertfordshire. But here's old woman, no good. Can't get no out jumper. She have a little dog lying at her feet like a little rabbit left over from the Reformation. That is a country accent no more than 40 miles from London, in an area that's no larger than Orange County. On the other hand, if you go to the southwest, you go down to Cornwall, Devon. There, turn out there, they have wurzels and pickings and everything's all about cider, drinking cider, and drinking, and so on and so forth, because we're all foreigners, aren't we? So, the country basically changes by accent every 20-30 miles. And as you creep north, you come to the dividing line. Where as I've been since I saw thee is Yorkshire. So the War of the Roses take place between Yorkshire and Lancashire, which is where the Beatles came from. But so the Beatles on the other side, they have a completely flat nasal, what we call Scouse accent. And Scouse accent is very much flat, like the way that Ringo used to talk, like that. Everything completely flat without any form of tone whatsoever. So we all live in a yellow submarine, don't we? Don't we?
Yep.
We the Yellow Submarine. And the further north you go, you get into one more incomprehensible set, which is Geordie. And Geordie, how it out there, up, and they like that, and you don't understand what they say. Until you meet the Scottish border and you come to Glasgow, which is the most incomprehensible Scottish accent. Glasgow, no, Glasgow, and until and I was in Glasgow about 2 years ago, and believe it or not, a woman said, "Well, how do you like it?" I said, and I looked at her and I listened to her for 10 minutes and didn't understand one word. But 60 miles away to the east, Edinburgh has the most lovely accent. Edinburgh Scots, who talk like that, and they have very, very, very clear voice, and so on and so forth. So in Edinburgh, now in Wales, which is of course outside Great Britain really from the most of the English, they talk like that, you see, up and down and up and down. It's kind of the Swiss of the Germans, if you get what I'm talking about. Now, inside these different accents are Cockney, London, like a Gaucho, the little lizard you've seen, that represents a Gaucho. Okay, so up the apples and pears, up the stairs, the Cockney is a complete separate language, it's a rhyming language. And then, finally, on the other end, the upper classes, the university chaps, all who have special words like crummy and lovely and spiffing and super. And you bring all these words together until the big shoes sound like Prince Charles, who, as you know, is a bit of a wet. So, as you walk around England and Wales and Scotland, and you drop over into Ireland, you are going to come to all these different voices which you will hear, and you never really quite know where you are, because where are you? You're in Great Britain. Thank you.